Making animals appear out of nowhere is one of the most classic magic acts, yet it never fails to amaze. Darcy Oake took this act to an epic level during season 8 of Britain's Got Talent. In the audition that propelled him to the finals, the magician kicked off his performance with an explosion that seemingly made a dove appear out of thin air. Before our very eyes, he instantly creates a duplicate of that dove. From that moment on, a series of inexplicable appearances follow one after another. A white handkerchief produces another bird in his hands, and when this bird lays an egg, the magician incubates it, making another tiny bird appear. But apparently, he can do more than manipulate time, because right in front of everyone, he materializes a large cage, something impossible to hide given its size. While our minds struggle to make sense of what we're witnessing, the bird moves into the cage. And just when you think it can't get any more incredible, the magician instantly duplicates not only the cage but also the bird inside it. The millions of astonished viewers can't believe what they're seeing, but the magic isn't over yet. He has something special reserved for the finale, making all the birds in the cage disappear, only for a woman to suddenly appear where they once were. Even though we all saw that the cage was empty, what we just saw was astounding. Making things appear out of nowhere is something that has never been observed in reality, which is why it's inadmissible in science. Could magic be the only possible explanation? Part 2. Get ready to uncover the truth. Initializing the system, loading all parameters, and we're live. Hey everyone, I'm Fakes Buster. When faced with something that seems unexplainable, we must always exhaust the most rational alternative. I believe nothing is more rational than accepting that we can't explain everything. So all those birds must be hidden somewhere. But where's the only place they could be? That's right, R2, in the jacket. Let's see how it's done. Before the first appearance, if we pay close attention, the magician makes some subtle hand movements. These reminded me of a levitation trick we analyzed in a previous video which used invisible thread. I'll link to that video in one of the cards so you can check it out. I wonder if he could be tying some thread to his hands to pull the birds out. But is it really possible to hide birds in such a small space without them trying to escape? Let's find out. The biblical exhortation to be wise as serpents and innocent as doves makes sense because doves are very docile animals that allow almost anything to be done to them without resisting. This is why magicians often use these birds. They're easy to keep in small spaces without them trying to escape. But for any illusion to work, a distraction is needed so the audience doesn't see what's happening behind the scenes. In this case, the magician uses feathers, but if you look closely, they're not feathers at all. They're some type of paper. Flash paper is a type of paper treated with chemicals to react to fire the way we see on screen, igniting and burning almost instantly, creating that bright flash that prevents us from seeing what's really happening. This creates the distraction needed to pull the first bird out of one of the sleeves. We deduce this because at the start of the performance, both sleeves are strangely closed, and after the flash, one of them is open. So, the first dove must have come from there. The second bird comes from inside the jacket, pulled out with a thread. Let's break it down. The magician's jacket has compartments, and inside these are the birds, attached to a string with a handle at the end so he can quickly pull the bird out. Once the bird is out of its hiding place, he holds it alongside the other, waiting for the right moment to separate them and create the illusion of duplication. For the next appearance, he uses a handkerchief that initially seems to be holding something. This explains why the outward movement of one hand matches the inward movement of the handkerchief, while with the other hand he pulls out the hidden bird from the opposite side of his coat. The same technique is used to produce the following birds. Then, a convenient camera cut prevents us from seeing where the egg came from. But we have footage from a previous performance where we can see him turning sideways, hiding the hand where the egg will appear. And then turning to the other side, revealing another bird from the hidden hand. The cage that seems to appear out of nowhere is actually pulled from the other sleeve, as it is a specially designed collapsible cage that can be folded down to occupy minimal space until it's ready to be revealed. Finally, when the magician covers the cage, the woman who has been crouched inside it throughout the performance hides the birds by pushing them forward and concealing them beneath the base of the box. The cage's base has enough space to keep them hidden thanks to the bird's flexible anatomy, which makes them ideal for this kind of magic trick. And that's how this magician managed to make all those things appear out of nowhere. If you're new to the channel and enjoyed the video, I invite you to subscribe, hit the like button, and follow me on my social media. Links are in the description. Thanks so much for watching.